What if I told you the food you trust every day might be weakening your immune system? You didn't wake up different. You didn't feel a switch flip. But somewhere between your breakfast cereal and your dinner plate, GMOs quietly changed your body, and you never noticed. No warning labels, no dramatic symptoms, no sudden illness, just subtle changes happening meal after meal. Today, we're exposing how genetically modified foods may have reshaped your digestion, metabolism, hunger signals, and even your relationship with food without you ever consciously agreeing to it. And before you click away, this isn't fear-mongering. It's about what actually changed and what didn't. Because the real story of GMOs isn't what most people argue about. GMOs didn't start in a lab, they started in a crisis. To understand how GMOs changed your body, we need to rewind. GMOs weren't created to harm consumers. They were created to save agriculture. Farmers were losing crops to pests, drought disease, weeds, resistant to chemicals. Genetic modification offered a solution. Crops that grow faster, crops that resist insects, crops that survive herbicides. On paper, it sounded perfect. More food, lower cost, less crop loss. What no one stopped to ask was, what happens when the human body eats the same modified foods every day for decades? The GMO takeover happened quietly. Here's the shocking part. If you live in a modern country, you're already eating GMOs, even if you think you aren't. GMOs dominate. Corn, soy canola, sugar beets, which means they dominate. Cooking oils, processed foods, snacks, sauces, animal feed, which becomes meat, eggs, dairy. You didn't opt in. You were born into it. And when something becomes normal, we stop questioning its effects. Your gut was the first to notice. The human gut is not just a digestion tube, it's an ecosystem. Trillions of bacteria that regulate digestion, control inflammation, influence immunity, affect mood and cravings. Now here's where GMOs quietly enter the story. Many GMO crops are designed to produce insect-killing proteins, tolerate herbicides that kill everything else. These traits aren't neutral. When consumed long-term, they may alter gut bacteria balance, reduce microbial diversity, shift how food is broken down. This doesn't cause instant illness. Instead, it shows up as bloating becoming normal, food sensitivities increasing, digestion feeling off, needing antacids more often. Not dramatic, just persistent. And because it happens slowly, people blame aging, not food. Hunger changed, not calories. One of the strangest shifts tied to GMO-heavy diets isn't digestion, it's hunger. Modern diets built on GMO crops often digest faster, contain less fiber, trigger quicker blood sugar spikes. This creates a cycle. You eat, blood sugar rises fast. Blood sugar crashes, hunger returns quickly. You didn't suddenly lose willpower. Your body's hunger signals were rewired. Many GMO crops are optimized for yield, shelf life processing, not for satiety, which means you can eat more and feel less satisfied. That's not an accident. That's design meeting metabolism. GMOs didn't make food. Worse, they made it easier to overeat. Here's a crucial distinction most debates miss. GMOs didn't make food instantly toxic. They made food hyper-available and hyper-processed. Because GMO crops grow cheaply, scale easily, resist loss. They became the foundation of ultra-processed foods. The problem isn't just the genes, it's what those genes enabled. Cheap corn becomes corn syrup, corn oil fillers. Sweeteners, soy becomes emulsifiers. Protein isolates additives. Your body evolved for whole foods, not engineered abundance. And abundance without fiber or complexity overwhelms biology. Why you feel full, but not nourished. Another subtle shift? Micronutrient dilution. GMO crops often prioritize size, speed, resistance, not nutrient density. When plants grow faster, they often accumulate fewer minerals, contain less phytochemical diversity. So you eat enough calories, but still feel unsatisfied. That's why cravings persist even after meals. Your body isn't asking for more food, it's asking for missing signals. The soy and corn reality nobody escapes. Let's be honest, most people don't eat whole GMO corn or soy. They eat oils, syrups, extracts, feed-derived animal products. This matters because processing removes fiber structure. Natural digestion breaks what's left. Fast energy, empty fuel. Your body responds by storing more fat, releasing more insulin, increasing appetite. Again, no sudden change, just gradual metabolic drift. Did GMOs change your hormones? This is where things get controversial, but fascinating. Certain GMO-heavy diets overlap with increased exposure to herbicide residues, disruption of gut bacteria that regulate estrogen metabolism, altered fat storage signaling. Your hormones don't collapse overnight. They shift slowly, which shows up as easier weight gain, harder fat loss, mood fluctuations, energy crashes. People blame stress. Food quietly participates. Why you never felt the change? Here's the reason GMOs didn't feel dramatic. The human body adapts. When change happens slowly, we normalize discomfort. We adjust expectations. We lower the baseline. Feeling okay becomes the goal, not optimal. That's why people say, I eat fine, I just feel tired. I eat clean, but my digestion is weird. I don't eat junk, but I'm always hungry. The issue isn't one ingredient, it's years of subtle biological negotiation. Are GMOs the villain? Let's reset the narrative. GMOs are not evil, they are a tool. They solve real agricultural problems. But tools shape behavior. And GMOs enabled ultra-processing monocultures, overconsumption, nutrient simplification. The damage didn't come from DNA manipulation alone. It came from how food systems used it. What changed in your body? Summed up without noticing. GMOs helped speed digestion, alter gut bacteria, increase hunger frequency, reduce satiety, normalize ultra-processed diets. Not because they're poison, but because they change the structure of food. What you can do without panic. You don't need to eliminate GMOs completely. That's unrealistic. But you can shift the impact. Smart eaters focus on whole foods over ingredients, fiber-rich meals, variety, not perfection, less oil, more structure, fewer packaged foods built on corn and soy. Your body responds quickly to structure, even if it adapted slowly to loss. The bigger truth, no one tells you. GMOs didn't change your body overnight. They changed the environment your body lives in. And biology always adapts to environment. The problem isn't that food became engineered. It's that humans were never engineered to eat engineered abundance. You didn't fail your body. Your body adapted to what it was given. And the moment you change the inputs, structure, fiber, variety, your biology starts correcting itself. That's not fear. That's hope. If this video made you rethink what's really in your food, hit like, subscribe for more food truths hiding in plain sight, and comment below. Do you think GMOs helped humanity, or did they quietly change us too much? Because the most powerful food changes are the ones you never feel happening.